Hi, it's me again. Only because I've just recorded a video. Welcome to this last video for 2021. This should be going out New Zealand time, the 31st of December. And this is my plans for next year, starting tomorrow, and getting the ball rolling, so to speak. So, if you've been with me for a long time, you have seen this before, and I know a lot of people enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it too. If you are new here, I will explain. Next year is going to be ping pong balls again. I am going to be drawing my whips out of a pillowcase when I can find it. In all of my mess, it's not where I thought it was, so hopefully by the next time I draw the balls out, I will have the pillowcase. But for now I've got them in a tin. Oh, and my tin men. I've got them in a tin that I brought back from England, so they're all in there. So I have got a sheet in front of me which I will refer to. As far as I am aware and what I counted, I have got now 19 whips. Because when I wrote this I still had Jane Marshall, but I finished Jane Marshall. You can see her sitting there waiting to be rolled up. So I've got 19 whips. And then, so there are 19 balls, and then I have some other balls that have... Can I find one easily? No. I'm going to have to dig around. I have a handful of balls that have some letters on them. So most of them have numbers. There are 20 balls, but there's only 19 whips at the moment. So I think the first time I get a new start, that will become the 20th ball, I think. And then I have a handful of balls that have letters on them, and I have got a ball for to fully finish an object. I have a free choice ball, which means that I can choose what I want regardless of what the balls say. I have a closest to finish ball so that I can get something done. I have a focus piece, and I'll say what that is in a moment. And I have a quilting ball this time, and a new start ball. So my focus piece will be Touching the Autumn Sky by Mirabilia, because that is an on-loan chart from a viewer in Australia, and I really need to finish her and get that chart safely back into Susan's hands. So that means that potentially I could get how do I explain this? 2 balls for 1 whip, if that makes sense. So it will get its numbered ball and it will get the focus piece ball. So I've lost my train of thought. New starts, my theme for all my new starts are going to be Christmas smalls. So anything that's small enough ornament size that can be hung on a tree is kind of what I'm looking at for new start. So I won't be starting any big pieces. My goal is to try and get down some of these 19 whips, so that when I go into 2023 I've got a lot less than that. I don't panic about the number of whips I've got, because I know that they do eventually get done. I just want to not start anything big next year. So we'll have Christmas smalls, all of the charts and whips you've seen in the sampler video, that was the last one up, and the whip one, which was the one before that, and any new Christmas smalls. So that is the plan. I'm going to do a 3-week rotation, I think, so each chart or whip rather, will get 3 days, and then I'll move into the other. So I'm going to aim to film every 3 weeks. I think that's the easiest. So there's a decent amount of stuff to watch. The caveat to that is because I now know how to do picture in picture, it's called, in my new editing program. I intend to hopefully be able to photograph it so that you can see what it looked like and then what it looks like now. But that editing program takes hours to render. So if a longer video from 3 weeks apart is taking far too long to render, I will split it up and do sort of 10 days apart kind of thing. A 10-day gap and then 11-day gap to make it 21 days in the rotation. Yes, I make it more complicated than it needs to be. So we'll see how it goes. I'll trial it for a couple of goes at 3-week gaps, and then if it's taking too long to render, then I'll split it and make smaller videos. So that is the plan for next year. It is another year of balls. So all that remains to be seen now is to choose the first 7 balls, and it's a bit tricky. I really wish, bear with me while I bend down, I've had a thought. I have a Disney bag that I got sent, much easier. In fact, we may even just leave them in this. There we go, our bag of balls. So they're all in there. I'll just give them a good zhuzh round. So basically I'm looking for 7 balls, and those will be the first 7 projects I work on starting from Saturday. I don't even know what a new start would be yet, but I'm sure I could find something. So the first ball out is number 7, and I'm just going to write them down and then I'll tell you what they are in a minute. The next ball I have in my hand is, oh okay, Free Choice. Okay, we have project number 17, which I think it will be a sampler. Project number 15, which also I think is a sampler. These higher numbers at the end are all the new samplers. Closest to Finish, okay. Between the samplers and all the other things, oh, okay. Quilting, which is the right way round, that way. Oh, quilting, okay. Caveat for that, my sewing machine has decided to give up the ghost. If I haven't managed to get it fixed before this comes around, I will just do a Free Choice or something, or I might even do the focus piece. I'll do that, I'll say that. So we need one more ball. And it is project number 5, which I don't remember yet. We'll have a look at the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Alright, so those are our balls there. I'm sticking them back in the bag because I've written them down. Let's just shove that down there. So, project 7 is, oh no. And that's why people love this thing. Okay. I'm not going to try and find it because I've got the samplers all piled up on the other whip bag, so I can't find it. It's the Jingle Mill Hill kit that I said I would give another chance to, so that's the first chart I have to work on. Okay, Free Choice, don't know yet. 17 is Mary Wear It, that you've just seen, the Modern Folk Embroidery. 15 is the red and green sampler that you've just seen. Closest to Finish probably is Pond Lily. She just needs her wing and her head, so I'm probably going to do Pond Lily for that. I'll write that down. Quilting or focus piece, I will see how we go. I suspect it will end up being focus piece because I don't know how soon I can get the machine in to be looked at, and will it be back within a fortnight kind of thing. So I wonder if I'm going to make a call. I'm going to call it Focus Piece and just not worry about that, because the machine isn't going to be back in 2 weeks. I'm pretty certain of that. I don't even know if the shop I can take it to is actually open. It's a public holiday in New Zealand today. Then we've got 3 days of business. Then we've got the weekend, which is New Year, and 2 public holidays following. So yeah, I think I've made an executive decision already and we won't do quilting. We will do the Focus Piece. And then project number 5 is, Quaker Street. Right. So those are the first 7 balls out of the bag. And what I will be working on starting on Saturday. Okay, so the next video you'll see from me will be around about the 21st of January my time. So it will go up around that, the 20th or 21st for you guys in the Northern Hemisphere, and for those of us in the Southern Hemisphere, pretty much 21, maybe 22. It depends on this whole rendering thing, because I think I'm going to have to let it render overnight. We'll see. Anyway, that is next year. We've got the ball rolling, and I will catch you again in just over 3 weeks. Have a safe new year, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.